She tied her jet black hair into a bun, the soft glimmer of her diamond earrings catching the gym lights. To the world, Isabella Cortez was untouchably a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, a tech billionaire, and a woman who had fought her way through every boardroom and training mat with ferocity. She was proud, sharp, and used to proving people wrong. That day, she walked into the training center with confidence dripping from every step. She had just sponsored a new veterans program, paying for memberships so soldiers could train for free. To her, it was philanthropy, a noble gesture. But when she spotted one man stretching quietly in the corner, her curiosity peaked. He wasn't flashy, no brand-name gear, just old sweats and a faded t-shirt. "Who's that?" she whispered to the gym owner. "That's Daniel," the owner replied. "Single dad, former Army Ranger, lost his wife a few years ago. He comes here mostly for discipline and focus. A broken bar says it helps him be a better father for his daughter." Something in Isabella's competitive heart stirred. A soldier, a veteran, she thought she could learn something and maybe, if she was honest with herself, show him that even billionaires didn't back down from a fight. She approached with a confident smile. "You train BJJ too?" she asked. Daniel looked up. His eyes were calm, steady, the kind of eyes that had seen things most people couldn't imagine. "A little," he said modestly. "I'm a black belt," Isabella replied, half teasing, half challenging. "Care for a spar?" "Just for fun." Daniel chuckled softly, shaking his head. "You sure you want to?" "Why not?" she grinned. "Unless you're afraid of losing to a billionaire." For the first time, Daniel's lips curled into a wry smile. "I've lost bigger battles than this." They bowed, stepped onto the mat, and the spar began. At first, Isabella moved with the fluid confidence of someone trained at the highest level. Her grips were strong, her sweeps sharp, her transitions seamless. She wanted to prove herself and to show that all her years of training made her superior, no matter who stood before her. But Daniela broken bar. He didn't fight the way she expected. He didn't resist with aggression, nor counter with arrogance. He flowed, he breathed, he moved with patience, like water filling every gap, every space. His strength wasn't in domination, it was in calmness. The more she attacked, the more she felt as if she was walking into invisible traps. Every time she thought she had him, he slipped away. Every time she tried to prove her edge, he reminded her without force that control wasn't always about winning. Minutes passed, her heart raced, sweat dripped down her forehead. Finally, with almost no effort, Daniel transitioned smoothly and pinned her in a position she couldn't escape. She tapped. The room fell silent. The billionaire had lost. Isabella sat up, breathing heavily, staring at him in disbelief. "How broken bar? You're not even a black belt, are you?" Daniel shrugged. "I'm not chasing belts. I just train to stay alive and to stay grounded for my little girl." Something inside her cracked. For years, Isabella had measured her worth by wins, by medals, by deals, by domination. Yet here was a man who didn't care about proving anything. His victories were quiet, uncelebrated, built on discipline, humility, and love. She wiped her forehead and laughed softly, shaking her head. "I thought I'd teach you something today, but a broken bar you taught me instead." Danielle stood and offered her hand. "Sometimes the biggest lessons come when we stop trying to win." Over the following weeks, Isabella found herself drawn back to that gym, but not to prove herself anymore. She started training alongside Daniel, listening to his stories about raising his daughter Alonia, about packing lunches, helping with homework, and tucking her in at night after 12-hour shifts. His strength wasn't flashy, it wasn't loud, it was steady, relentless, born of love and loss. One night, Isabella admitted quietly, "You know, a broken bar, I built my empire so no one could ever hurt me again. But all this time, I forgot what strength really is." You carry it every day, just by showing up for her." Danielle smiled. "We all fight battles, Isabella. Yours just look different than mine." The sparring match that began as a test of pride became the seed of an unlikely friendship. For Isabella, it was the first time she realized money and medals meant little compared to character. For Daniel, it was a reminder that even the strongest warriors could still inspire others without lifting a fist. And maybe, just maybe, two people from opposite worlds, so one billionaire, one single dad veterana could teach each other lessons no boardroom or battlefield ever could. Because sometimes the greatest victories don't come from winning a match a broken bar but from recognizing the strength in someone else's heart. The story would pace well across 15 minutes, starting with Isabella's pride, building tension through the spar, then unfolding emotional layers of humility, fatherhood, and rediscovering truths to strength, leaving viewers inspired by the end.